What's going on, everybody? A little late today, sorry. Had some other things going on. So I am starting off at floor 48, map 1 of 3. What's going on, Hunt? How are you? Let's see, let me just slam this man into these lanes I don't want to pay attention to. It's going good. Just getting back to it. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I'm gonna prestige again or use the ancient power again yet. I might push. Well, I mean, I should push a floor or two past where I went before, but I'm gonna try to get to that point this weekend. How's it going with you there, Bob? This map I've been using the Dryad pretty heavily, just because. I mean, not that it's definitely very, very strong. Don't get me wrong. But I'm using it really because you can do the lazy thing and not have to swap. Like the Dryad is like the perfect builder slash DPS hero for coming up through the ranks here. What's going on, Cody? Welcome. Finished all your finals. Very nice. I would push as far as you can, huh? At that level, because you want to gain as much starting ascension as you can. Anyway, I've got cyborgs on this lane right here, and I built the slimes too close, and rather than rebuild them, I've just been kind of toughing it out and dealing with them manually. Which, all I had to do was move my slimes back a little. But, you know, lazy is lazy, so... Oop, man, I got no juice. Oh, it's over anyway. What am I worrying about? Super brief would be you can earn ancient power points and you can increase your ascension caps. But it is a long grind and long process. An actually decent looking piece. I think they'll end up tweaking it a bit. I mean, right now it's quite the grind. No doubt about that. Yeah, I had to do it, Cody. Star Wars is Star Wars, you know. Alright, let's see what we get here. So basically, I've been just grinding it out. 3 Dryads. I got a Waller and DPS, one for bees, one for slimes, and then a monk and a huntress I've been using. Now, I don't use the huntress on every map. So I do use the monk on most maps. See, we got Geode, Hex, Zerker Throwers, and they're phased. So, kind of the standard build I've been doing is 2 slimes all the way up to the entrance, and then 3 bees behind it. And then where DU allows, I add more. But you have to make sure your bees have wall coverages too. If you put them too far out and you're using them as walls. I know some people aren't even using their trees as walls. What's going on, Josh? SKT? Let's see. Reduced magical damage, increased physical damage. Makes me wonder if I should be using... I mean, theoretically, I should be busting out the... Actually, I should just be using more bees. Alright, so I'll bee it up. I won't use any air. Because the bees, I believe, are physical. I'll have to double check on that. I'm not 100% positive. So let's go like that. Is that going to allow me to place bees? Yeah. That gives me a nice bee area. Controlled burn on this lane though, so I do want a PDT here. Where are you at, Gobu? Let me see, did I get any upgrades that last one? I got a blue, I'm using a blue on my PDTs, but it's the highest roll I've got, or one of the highest rolls I've got so far. 18,327. Let me check my walls. That's a little bit, that's a slight increase on the walls, so I'll go ahead and take it, since I am using them as walls. Tristan, what's up? Daniel, Clash, Jackson, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that that video done tonight, though. I'm debating on not doing my late night stream on Twitch since I finished this one, but I need to get that video done. So I think that's probably what I'll do. Alright, so I got controlled burn here. Let me quit babbling and start building. That's going to help with the controlled burn. As will some oil on the slimes. I should resell all those trees, but I don't think I'm going to even bother. I'm going to do the full-on lazy route. Let's see, and then let's put a couple of bees right here just to assist with flyers. And then what do we got this side? Hex throwers, enraged, start weaker. So these guys I kind of want to spawn camp a little, as they're going to be starting off a little, they're going to be starting off weaker, so it'll be easier to kill them right away. Nice Clash. Phoenix, what up? Anyway, let's get these slimes up as far as I can get them. Looks like that may be it. Follow those up with some bees as well. And then let's see, what do we have here? Maximum effort. Okay, this one gets weaker with each unique source of damage. That kind of makes me want to throw another PDT up here. That way I can get another source of damage. All of these mutators, they are significant, so you should definitely use them. The Destroyer? Well, Tristan, because the C7's the cap, so if you're already in max gear, there is no better gear for you. It's just about getting the ancient power from there. Geode Whompers with proximity. Proximity is just made for the Dryad, it seems. Let's do that now. That leaves me 80 up top is it. So I overbuilt somewhere. Let me sacrifice a few bees from these other lanes. Exclamation patch in chat there, Tristan. We'll get you all the details. I got too many bees somewhere. But I kind of feel like I need them. Let me see. Let me just take one away from there. I'll just get one bee here. And then I'll DPS this lane. Just go right there. Why? What's going on? Welcome back. Yeah, bees are physical, I think. It's easy to check and see. Sorry, keyboard was irritating me. It's easy to see. All you have to do is just look at the numbers. The purple numbers are magic damage. White numbers are physical. So we can actually see, we see white numbers here on these guys. Yeah, and the red numbers, of course, are crits. So I am seeing white and purple numbers. And here I'm actually getting the damage boost from using the multiple sources from these guys out of this lane. What's going on, Michael, Brandon? Actually, the majority of DD2 players are on Xbox as far as I understand, Brandon. If there's nobody in town or whatever, you might want to just switch to a different server and try out another server. Finally on winter break, nice. Yeah, what do we got going here? Gonna need some upgrades here. Oh, the cyborgs weren't... Well, a couple of upgrades should handle that. I got a big push coming for the middle, too. A Sky Guard. Oh, I did put a Sky Guard in. Alright, I should have got rid of that. That's going to be some extra DU there. That leaves me another 50. That makes a difference. Definitely makes a difference. Yeah, most people are doing Onslaught now. And then, you know, the bulk play private. Let's see. I know I need to get some upgrades on that bottom mid lane. Well, they say that Onslaught is the best for progression, and then Trials is the best to fine-tune. So, like, if you want to get max Chaos 7 gear, then if you start in Onslaught and then move to Trials, theoretically right now that's the way to do it, but no one really knows 100% for sure yet. It's just so few people have done it. There's not enough data to pull from. There's something funny with the loot in Onslaught. Like Trendy said, it was 100% based off of the floor you're on. However, I've had really, really wide ranges of stuff sitting on the ground, like right next to each other. You'll see it on this map. There will be some stuff that's like relics, for example. There will be some that are like 17k primary stat. There will be some that are like 14k. There's a big, big swing. Let's see. Now, what did I want to build more of? 50 DU. Kind of makes me think I should just throw a poison dart tower right here to help the spawn camp on this side. And then I'll just manage this side over here. Let's just see how it's all going to hold. Now that there's a few upgrades in place, the slime should be doing quite a bit more work. Yeah, power transfers in C4. Power transfer is a very good shard, no doubt about it. I'm actually using almost all marks right now, just because that's just what I got. You know, I've gotten very few medallions here on my second run through, but you know, power transfer is still pretty good for marks as well. And here I said I was going to manage this side, but this side's getting wrecked. It's got that buff from the multiple forms of damage is significant. It really is. There's a bell. Just playing. There's no real, like, playing Trials is the best way to get Defender medals, doing the dailies and weeklies and all that. Speaking of, I still gotta get the weekly done. Alright, something got beat down a little there. Let's see, let's get these poison dart towers up a little. I don't need to worry about that one, I think. Accidentally switching. And then I really do want to be able to ignore these lanes over here. That should help. There we go. See how these lady orcs fare. Looks like they're getting owned. That phased mutator, it makes them walk so absurdly slow. Come on, fly. That's the... I should have just... I mean, the right thing to do there would have been to just throw a hailstorm tower in. Because hailstorm is physical damage. But that would have required me swapping shard, or yes, well, getting shards swapped around and getting relics swapped around, and I'm just too dang lazy for all that. Until I get to the point where I have to do it, I'm not going to do it. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm getting close to getting to... I'm getting Chaos 6 drops pretty regularly now, like higher end Chaos 6 drops. So I'm getting close to getting the Chaos 7 loot. Got a ways to go yet, but I'm definitely getting closer. I mean, both of those are no good. Yeah, anyway, I'm anxious to see what, if anything, they change with the loot system, but something definitely seems funny with it. Can't quite spot it. Now, I did some runs naked, and just to check the gear, and the gear was rolling just like if I was equipping stuff, but I've had other people, or I've heard other people say that they've tried the same thing, and have gotten like really, really low drops, so it makes me think that there probably is something to the gating still, or there's just something funny. I just don't know what it is. Boost stars affect defense power and crit, so they scale off of both of those numbers. They're not very good though. Even with really good gear, they're not very good. Onslaught is definitely more forgiving as far as progression goes, though, with the gear. You're getting better gear off of Onslaught than... Now, obviously, you're going to maximize your gear in Trials, if you choose to. But the gear progression in Trials is definitely way slower than Onslaught. No doubt in my mind. Yeah, getting back up there, Austin. I need to get a little more hero health now. Being in C6 gear, only having 130,000 on a Dryad is not great. But I haven't been picking and choosing with the gear. I've just been taking the best stuff there. I gotta get this Thork dealt with. Don't get it off! Ugh. Thought he was... Ooh, there's a medallion. A little bit lower than I'd like to see. There we go. Well, I mean, if you're looking for shards, pardon me, if you're looking for shards, Trials is definitely the way to go. You get random shard drops in Onslaught. You're not going to get the specific tier that you're looking for. I mean, you might get it, but you don't know if you're going to get it. Where in Trials, it's 100% for sure. You're definitely going to get one from the tier you're looking for. And then with a win streak, you guarantee yourself 2. So I would definitely still suggest Trials. It's Dungeon Defenders 2 there, Atrox. Cyborgs are definitely still, you know, just like in Trials. Cyborgs, you definitely have to just deal with them. I'm finding that the slimes are actually killing them before they get in range to do their attack, if you put the slimes at maximum range to the spawn. Crap. Get myself in a bad way here with these assassins. Yeah, the cyborg got his shot off. It's like the second you come out of corrupt form, cyborgs start landing shots, and then you're in trouble. Like, I'm in trouble here now. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. Come on, respawn quick. Oh, come on, don't take no shots at the core, Hex Thrower. Man, that went bad quick. Just being out of corrupt form for just that short time. That and not having any hero health is not helping things. I mean, got lucky and was able to salvage it. But oh man, that was ugly. I thought it was all over there. Close call. That tells me I either need to stop doing lazy placements. Corrupt form gives you an extra B, and it makes your slimes oil targets. It's what makes the Dryad so strong, without a doubt. Being in corrupt form is what does it for you. I'll be back to 57 here pretty soon there, Desert. I'm on 48 right now, so I gotta get there. I gotta get there before I can do any videos on it. I mean, the launch day video shows Omni and I going through, but we weren't not using optimal setups. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so we got a Zapper lane and a Cyborg fodder lane. Grab the monk back. Gotta check my gear too. I've not been checking my gear frequently enough. Alright, let's see what we got. Anything good? 17.7. No, I'm a little better there. Well, there's an upgrade. I'm going to use that one instead. Get the ability power there and a little hero health. Do a defense spotlight on reflect beams. Reflect beams are easy. If you have vicious strikes, they're beast. If you don't have vicious strikes, they're not. It's all about that one shard. I mean, they're still usable, but they're not as good if you don't have it. And I've been, just paranoia has got me going through and keeping a mule in my deck as well. But like I said, the drops have just seemed a really wide, wide range of drops. Reflect beams, you can use a mark or a medallion. If you're using a medallion, Then I use power transfer, vicious strikes, and defense crit damage, I think is what I was using. I probably got them still set up. Let me see. See, this was my reflect beam guy. Yeah, I got numerous reflections in there now because I'm using vicious strikes somewhere else. But yeah, power transfer, defense crit damage, and vicious strikes is what I was using for sure. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Anthony. I do appreciate it. Alright, so let's get back to it here. We got flyers. And we got cyborgs. So let's get these at a maximum range. Can't go all the way to the max, but that's pretty close. And then just 3 bees. I'm going to put the bees back a little since their range is a little better. Stabby dragons. Or pardon me, stabby dargans. What's going on there, Mr. One Wolf? Seeing it over here, we got geodes with vampiric, more geodes, and zerkers with pain aura. I didn't check. Or yeah, the bullet sponge, that's right. So let's tree it up here. Just gonna do the same thing. 2 slimes up to the spawn, 3 bees behind it. Same thing up here. I am going to put the bees further back up here, though. And that should cover that. Pardon me. Still got more lanes to get here, though. Yeah, the Onslaught chests. I've got a few now. This is just... I mean, I open them pretty frequently. I want all this stuff. But I got 5 of them waiting to open. I was saving them. They're from my little grind last night, but I was saving them so I could open them on stream. So I will open them next time I go back to Tavern. See, more cyborgs. Go like that. Size Zerker throwers. Just cyborgs for days. In fact, I'm going to put it way back. Spellbreaker. This one needs more physical damage, I think. I'm going to get 1 less slime. I got mixed emotions on it. Yeah, let's get 1 less slime and 1 more bee. What was that one? That one gets the damage buff for different sources of damage hitting it. So let me grab the poison dart tower back. Do I have an upgrade for that yet? No. I'm a ways off from getting an upgrade for that blue. Like I said, that's just the best. It's the best thing I've seen so far. Let's do that, and that'll be another source of damage there. Try to be there, Hunt. It seems like I had to have missed something. Because I got a ton of DE left. I got that lane, got that lane. I don't see what I missed. Oh man, my voice is just shot. I missed this. And what do we got here? Lethargic. Get weaker the longer they live. You can either buy them or they have a random chance to drop in Onslaught, and then you earn them for various milestones. I still feel like I'm missing something. Either that or I just built too light. Throw some more bees around, why not? I really just I feel like I'm missing a lane. I got way too much DU left. Well, let's just do that. The mid one. Maybe I may have underbuilt for those lanes. That was a weird beep. Wonder what that was. I don't recall ever hearing one of those beeps before. It wasn't Discord. Whatever it was very strange. One of the biggest suggestions I could give anybody on this map, though, is to definitely take your time. Don't try to rush it, because it's a big map with a lot of lanes, and it's easy to miss stuff if you're not careful. I think I'm going to start off defending over here. Let's see. We'll see how it goes here. That little mid lane's getting wrecked, no problem. These geodes are getting awfully close, but if I'm killing them in wave 1 with no upgrades, then I should be good for the map. After upgrades, of course. Yeah, it's wrecking it up in here. That Plexus EV2 does look pretty awesome, Hunt. I agree with that. I haven't seen the Plexus Abyss Lord yet. Not on a player. I've seen it in the shop, of course. I want that water EV2. I really do. That thing looks so cool. And when you combine it with some of the different accessories, I like that EV2 water skin with the halo and then those white angel wings. It looks pretty darn awesome. Alright. Looks like we had no problem here. I should have stayed corrupt until that assassin was dead. Let's see, let's get both of those. No new lane yet. Actually, I'm not going to do those bees yet. I'm going to upgrade these other lanes that I'm not watching. I don't know why, but I'm drawn to that water lane. I just really like defending there. It's just fun. I don't know if it's because it looks different, or the lanes get pretty chaotic there too if all of them open up underneath that. There's like 4 lanes under there or something like that. So you can get just an enormous amount of mobs there. Looking pretty good. Yeah, it's really, really quick, Nate. Now, I would do the math and figure out what your starting ascension is going to be. And you want to get that up as high as you can. But on the same note, it's something new and fun. So, you know, I mean, that's half the draw right there. For me, that was kind of one of the biggest parts of it. Whether it was the right thing to do or not, I wanted to do it. So it's supposed to be fun. It is a game and all, so do what's the most fun to you for sure. I put it into defense power there, Hunt. Just having one doesn't make an enormous difference, but you know, you get a little bit stronger every time. And I was telling people that it wasn't scaling with Ascension. It actually is scaling with Ascension. My calculations were wrong because my pet was kind of throwing the numbers off a little bit. And of course I'm tested off of 1%, so it's hard to see the increases. Oops. An ogre gonna get wrecked? Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna go with defense power for all of them right out of the gates, but you know, eventually, as soon as we get a few points, you'll be able to do the math and figure exactly what you get the best results out of. Because, like, range, you have to look at damage done, not DPS. Uh-oh. God, I hope those are... Oh, my God, no. Oh, my God. This is terrible. Oh, jeez. How did that happen? I had flyers come from somewhere that I didn't previously see. I gotta figure out what's going on with that before I do anything else. And there's the new lane right there. They had to have been... Oh, I never put any flyer control up here. I was relying on the bees. Well, I gotta address that. Oops, wrong button. That would have really sucked going back to floor 1 there. See, it's fortification and explosive shield guard. There's no good combination of wall shards for siege rollers, Brandon. Nothing's gonna heal through a siege roller. I mean, you use the best shards you got, you know. That new hyper shard was healing through siege rollers, but it was broken. Now that it's fixed, it won't heal through them. Alright, now where was my new lane? It was over on the other side. Well, I mean, that's all it takes. It's just missing one. You know, you miss one lane. And in here I was talking about going slow so you don't miss lanes, as I was missing lanes. Alright, controlled burn on this one. So let's get the Huntress back out. I'm trying to stack oil and poison. That way I can, you know, I can assure that they're going to be affected by something. Get those at max range. Oh wow, that didn't leave me enough for any bees. I gotta... That's where the additional DU went, where I was questioning why I had so much DU left over. It's because I missed that flyer lane. So let's sell that. Actually, that might be good. Go with one more oil and a bee down here. I don't want to come back over here, so... If I don't have to, anyway. Yeah, depending on where your starting ascension is, you should definitely just push as high as you can get. A little upgrade. That's not big enough to bother swapping mid-map, though. I've done that so many times, Rad, there's no way I'm doing it again. I'm not starting over again. Since I've been playing DD2, I've done that probably 6 or 7 times. And I said on my Xbox this was the last time. So I'm standing by that. I definitely won't be doing any more fresh starts again. I mean, the game's already launched. We're going to have updates for the game and everything, but the core play of the game isn't going to change. You wouldn't think. I wonder if I upgraded that Skyguard over there enough. Well, I got it to tier. Throw one more upgrade on it while there's nothing coming. That should ensure there's no derpage over there. Okay, there's Nash. Please get wrecked, because I won't make it over there in time if you don't. Alright, he got wrecked. That's good. Yeah, 400's great. I mean, it's gonna, like I said, just push as far as you can in floors. I wouldn't worry about trying to grind your ascension up too high. I mean, the more you can get, the better. But, you know, it's something you can do immediately is just push the floors, you know. New enemies coming. Well, that's going to be a lot of opinion there, Nick. I personally would probably get the Mystic first. But that's a matter of opinion. You know, they're both strong heroes. So what do we got? We got Enraged. More Cyborgs. But of course, there's always more Cyborgs. So this is going to allow me to reinforce this lane down here from the other side too. It's going to assist that other lane. So that was actually probably about the best place that this could have spawned in my favor. Let's see, 400 left. I already upped that. Let's get these guys a little juicier. Let's see, do I have enough for one more out? Ooh, I never hit any of this stuff. Good thing it's a strong lane. Wait for. I always suggest the EV2, Nick. The EV2 is one of the strongest heroes if you don't have any of them unlocked. And that too is a matter of opinion. Different people would tell you different things because there are just lots of strong heroes. But I personally always recommend the EV2. The EV2 is really strong in Onslaught too with some of these modifiers because of the freeze effect. Gives you an effect plus just the incredible amount of CC it brings. Is Grib's gonna get wrecked? Where's Thork? I gotta go to Thork. Thork's over here. Well, looks like I just saw his shot go off. So everything is gonna be disabled. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't need all these close calls. Oh my god, I'm screwed. The respawn is just too long. There's no way I'm going to make it. Oh my god, I cannot believe that tree held up. That is absurd. I got to pay attention here. Sorry, y'all. I keep staring off the chat. I don't want to ignore y'all. But I'm definitely at the point where I'm getting beyond my ability here. As far as with the gear I have, so I got to pay attention. I mean, I could have looked at that lane and saw that Thork was coming out in advance, and I didn't. Alright, so here we go. We got Hex Throwers. The core is in a spot where I don't have to worry about them throwing at it, really. Let's just do the same thing. 2 slimes, 3 bees. Seems like the power combo here. I'm on floor 48 still. Mr. One Wolf. I still watch out for the cookie posts though. Because you know, you never know what that guy's gonna say. Alright, let's see. Just let it fly here. And hopefully I don't have any massive derpits. And right after I almost failed a Thork, I don't look at what's coming out of the lanes again. See, the laziness will get you here on Onslaught, even when you're not in the high levels. You know, if you don't inspect your little lane billboards, you're just hurting yourself, because bad things could happen. As you saw, I mean, this has almost been a floor restart for me twice in 5 waves. It's like, my gosh. Looks like I might have things dialed in a little closer, but I do need to just go. Okay, there's a siege and a plaguing hawks. Alright, I got no thorks or whatever to deal with. The siege roller will be a piece of cake. In fact, these slimes will probably wreck it. I'll give them a little help, though. Alright, come on, assassins. Get off me! Start regrinding after the Packers play? Yeah. Had Saturday NFL game stay this week as well. What's going on, Francisco? Alright, head back to Tavern here. Now that floor 48 is complete. Yeah, there's a decent totem. Pretty decent mark, too. I'll check that stuff out once I get out of the map. Go to Tavern, open those defender packs, see if I get lucky. Oh, is there a game tonight, too? I didn't even realize. Who's playing tonight? Oh, Chargers Rams. I know the Chargers are playing. I heard the announcer talking about it.
Chiefs.
Or Chiefs, okay. Chargers Chiefs. Well, that'll be a good divisional game. All right, first things first. Let's get some hotness here. Let's see. Duplicate hero costume. I think I'm going to re-roll it. 300 defender medals. All of my defender medals are going to go to these packs now until I get all the cosmetics. There we go. There's a new one. Jade Guardian Apprentice. I'll keep that. That's a keeper. I got 3 pieces. 1 accessory I don't have. But 2 duplicates. I think I'm going to re-roll that one too. And nice. Jade Guardian EV2. The re-rolls are paying off for me tonight. Oh, I knew what you meant there, Nate. And then, oop, I got one more actually. No more defender medals left, so nothing I can do about that one. Nothing good there. Reroll. All my defender medals belong to Trendy now. I had more of this than that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sadly then, Nate, I'm from DC. I grew up in DC, so I got the hardship of being a Redskins fan. It's very tough to do. It's very hard going being a Redskins fan for certain. Take that piece. If I had a really nice full set of gear, I would do a little experiment and upgrade everything. And see if it gives me increased loot, to see if there's any truth to the rumor. Now, like I said, I did do a run without any gear on, and I got around the same drops. But I've had other people tell me they've done the same test, and without any gear on, it was giving them floor 1 stuff. I gotcha. Tons of Packers fans in the family. I guess I should have looked at my PDT and Huntress. Oops. I should have looked at my PDT and Skyguards. Yeah, I actually had an upgrade for that sitting there in my deck, and I sold it by accident. That's alright. It's a small upgrade anyway. Alright, so on to floor 49. Having the 1 map, 2 map, and 3 map requirements definitely makes the progress really fly by. No doubt about it. I'm thinking I might even get I might even be able to get to like 60 tonight on the late stream. Of course, I am going to stream. Well, I was debating on not doing it and getting that video done. I should do that. A tutorial video is going to be better than a late night me grinding stream tonight on Twitch. But I hate to... I blew off the Twitch stream last night. I hate to do it again. 2 nights in a row. Alright, what do we got? Cyborgs, Hex Throwers, Berserkers. Enemies infect slow. We got Dargans. Geode, Hex Thrower, Berserkers, Soft Spot, and Pile It On. That Pile It On is another one where you can really stack the damage up. I got 2 Pile It On lanes. It makes me want to throw Poison Dart Towers on both of those lanes, just because. Alright, let's do it up here. I don't like the Hex Throwers here. I've been trying to put the tree off a little bit. That way when they come out and throw at it, I'm hoping it won't hit the sub-objective. Because I don't want to go through and do the whole reflect beam setup and all that. So let's do that. Just spam it out there even though it is cyborgs, because that lane is going to require those slimes are going to have to kill the cyborgs before they get out, or it's not going to... the build won't work. Let's do that, and then let's grab those Poison Dart Towers back. Do that, and that's overkill for the flyer lane, but I'd rather have overkill than not enough kill. And then we'll throw that in the middle, and that'll increase the damage from the right side of that lane. Yeah, that one monk's the Guardian monk skin. All the Guardian skins are really, really pricey. You can find them now in the Defender packs, but it requires a whole lot of luck. Let's see, all the way up front. And 3 bees. Actually, I'm going to move the bees back over here. And I got a bunch of DU left, but I didn't do the middle yet. I'm half tempted to go, yeah, let me just get one more bee there. Alright, that leaves me 230 for the mid, so that's pretty decent. I got no cyborgs in the middle. I think I'm going to just go 5 bees. Oh, nice, Cookie. So yeah, there you go, normal Defender pack. Guardian of the Molten Citadel. That's pretty awesome, man. That's some luck right there. And let's just upgrade these Sky Guards so I don't have to think about it. 1.5 mil, is that what it sold for? Alright, let's see how this holds out. This one should be relatively easy grinder. Ooh, that was close. It's got a hex on him, but I'm using marks, so the hex doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, of course, but it doesn't matter much. That lane's getting wrecked. Looks like this side's getting beat up a little. Just the hex throwers. I think a few upgrades may help that. Or I'm just going to manage this lane anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'll just get to wrecking faces as they come out. Yeah, I'm playing the Dryad just because it's really strong right now, and it allows you to level up through the process and get gear pretty easily without doing too much swapping in your hero deck. I am swapping out the Monk and the Sky Guards all the time for Poison Dart Towers and Sky Guard Towers. But besides that, just running 3 Dryads in my deck. 1 for DPS and walls, 1 for slimes, 1 for hornets. Let's get the slimes down below too. It allows you to get through the levels pretty quick. She's a strong girl. Now there's a lot of other real strong combinations too that work versus multiple mutators. Because it's all about the lane composition of the mutators. And you can build with the Dryad to meet most of them. And that's one of the things that just makes her strong. Lightning Strike Auras are one of the strongest defenses in the game there, Bob. I would just stick with whatever platform you're the highest level and most geared out on then, Griffin. Personally. Meet some new friends, you know? The tree I'm using the double range and fortification. The slimes and bees, it varies depending on whether or not... I mean, I'm changing those relics like almost every floor. So it really varies depending on what relic I have. But for the most part, on the slimes, been using defense rate, power transfer, and defense crit damage. And on the bees, been using deadly strikes, power transfer, and defense crit damage as kind of a general overall. That way I can just swap the shards in and out. I'd like to get defense rate on the bees too, but, you know, need another shard slot for that. Alright, let's get the 2 outside lanes really squared away. See what we got here. Yeah, small upgrade, but no ability power on it. I'd prefer to have something with ability power and hero health. And then hero crit as a third. Preferably, but I mean, you gotta wear what you got, so I'll take whatever RNG is kind enough to give me. Well, 20 maps is, what is that? That's 500 Defender medals. You could buy yourself a Chaos 1 shard pack with those Defender medals you earn from those 20 maps. Maybe have a little luck there, too. Just another way to pad it as you're grinding shards. I mean, the shard grind is real. I mean, you guys have seen how many hundreds of... I mean, there's got to be 100 shard farming live streams, VODs on between YouTube and Twitch since the trials came out. I mean, I've put a lot of time into shard farming. That's why I've got all this, though. That I've been playing for several years, too. Of course, the trials have only been out since February, but I have been playing DD2 for almost 4 years now. Don't go Dryad just because I'm using it, though. You have to be out in corrupt form, and the Dryad's no good. So if you don't enjoy DPSing on the Dryad, then I wouldn't go Dryad. Because without her being in corrupt form, she's just not that strong. I mean, it's just like anything else. It's good, but nothing spectacular, you know. Just throw that there. Yep, did the Ancient Power. I'm actually not too far off doing it again. Mutt and Daniel have already done it again, so they've got 2 Ancient Power. They're just wrecking it. Grinding it out. Let me look at that. 18,590. Alright, that's a nice medallion. That's worth stopping here. Compared to what else I have. I mean, that's just good stuff there. Let's see, where do I want it? I think I want it right there. Opening up a 3rd shard slot is just going to be big for me on the Poison Dart Towers. And that makes me want to go back to Mass Destruction, I think. Yep. Alright. Give me some juice. Well, I mean, what kind of gear are you in, Trent? You know, I would suggest doing a few... If you can't beat 57s, maybe do 2 or 3, do 2 or 3 56s and get some better drops. I haven't gotten to the point where I had to redo a floor yet. But, I mean, just derpage alone has caused me to redo floors. So... So I've had that too. Sniper Warbleed. Oh no, and he's not taking damage. He's too far in. I need those bees to get in there and get the job done, but everything else is going to have to be dead first. Crap. Oh man. I'm just screwing up time after time here. This was floor 1 though, wasn't it? Or map, this is map 1, so it doesn't bother me too terribly much, but I'm gonna have to, I think it might be time to stop screwing around and get out some different, start messing around with different heroes. Or build smarter. I think I'll take the build smarter route first. Let's see. Sell 1. Yeah, just sell 1 of those and 1 of these. And that leaves me, what, 60? It's not very much, but it's something. I'm gonna have to manage this side for sure. So now I need to upgrade the middle lane some, that way, because I'm not going to be there. If it wasn't wave 5, I probably would have just blew it off and just tried to manually DPS it, since it's floor 1. But it's only 1 wave. I can do it for 1 wave, right? Hopefully. We'll see. Just gonna have to manually kill these guys. On your 4th run, you start earning a win streak bonus, and win streak bonuses actually start earning a win streak bonus immediately. But on your 4th run, you get an extra shard dropped from the tier you're on. So it's in your best interest to keep hitting continue if you're shard farming, because it gives you a next guaranteed shard from a specific tier. Come on now. Oh my god, really? Now maybe I have to jump back and forth with those assassins. Crap. Definitely a little sketchy here. I don't like ignoring bosses. Alright, there we go. I got a tree going down. Yeah, I think it's... I have to either get good. It doesn't make it faster to play with other people, Curtis. It makes it slower. Plus, there's gating in, so unless somebody would have to either be right at the floor I'm on, or they'd have to come down from a higher floor to play with me. And I'm not going to ask anybody to do that. I mean, if I was getting stuck and having problems, I would ask for help. But I'm not going to ask somebody to come down to Lobieville to help me out. That wouldn't be very nice, you know? Well, I'm using the trees as walls there, Bob. It's 25% health it adds for each person. I'll be streaming on Twitch later tonight, Quentin, in about 4 hours from right now. Alright, Dragonfall Bazaar. This is the first time I've gotten this map. See if we got any loot. Any more loot? I don't want to lower my health anymore, but it's a small upgrade. And it gives me a little crit too. And what else? Looks like that is it. I could probably help my sky guards out a little now. Let's see. Yeah, any of these would help those out. No defense speed on that, but I am, well, I don't want to lose a shard slot. Oops, wrong hero. Alright, so I guess not then. Let me just clear this stuff out. Well, I mean, it's the late night stream. It's not the... Normally this stream starts at 3 p.m., but I had some other things to do today, so I had to start later. But this stream started 3 hours later than normal. Alright, lethargic. Enemies have more health but get weaker with each unique source of damage. There's the Zerkers. Power block. Every time they're hit with hero abilities. And I'm not going to bother hitting those with hero abilities since they're flyers, but it may help for that one assassin that's coming out of there, though. Got throwers here. Let me put the wall a little bit over the way they throw over here and not at the core. See, I wanted to get... Let's get a sky guard here. And another sky guard over here. And what do we got on this one? Alright, so I'm just going to do the standard setup over here and then try to be in a position where get a little double dipping there. Try to get into a position where I don't have to worry about this lane. In fact, let me just throw one more down there. Guarantee that lane's going to have some coverage. This one's got the Zerkers. And that leaves me, what, 240 left? Quite a bit left, but I want to load this lane up here. And I wanted to get a PDT on this lane, too. So let's grab the poison dart towers back out. Oops. That's on my main screen, right? I gotta get used to the scroll wheel. I've been using this other, the other thing for so long that I'm just not at all used to the scroll wheel anymore. Let's do that, get a little more damage there. That leaves me 200. That would give me 4 bees. That'll help with the flyers too. And the other lane. I think I'm going to end up having to fight up here on this lane though. I'm going to throw upgrades in over here. Get that Skyguard up too. Alright, this should hold out. So this is a 2-map floor here. Oh, this is floor 50. I think I'll start seeing Chaos 7 mobs pretty soon. Or have the chance of them anyway. Yeah, Twitch is free. All the stream companies, YouTube. Oh wow, he disabled that from way over there. Dude's got some range. A few upgrades will take care of this. Yeah, anyway, Twitch and YouTube and what, Daily Motion and all the other ones, they make their money from advertising. So it's all free to watch any of them. About to get on DD2. Nice. I highly suggest it there, Austin. It's a fantastic idea. And I'm gonna throw, I think I'll just try to get as much up to tier 1 or tier 2 as I can. It looks like I got everything maybe. Oh, there's one. Alright, so I got one thing that's not at tier 2. Oh, come on. Why is it always 1 mana short? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I've already swept all the mana. Oh, no, there's some. It's always, always, always 1 short for what you have. It's the strangest thing. Alright. Wrecked? What's going on? I guess I should give these slimes a chance. I'll see on the next cyborg, see if they're killing it before it gets its shot off here. Here's 2 of them. There we go. Yep, looks like it owned them before it got the shot off, so that's good. You know what? I think it was maybe shooting at me. And it hit the slimes and bees as an after effect of that. There's Thork. Let me deal with Thork. Here he comes. This is actually a good time to stream as far as the time frame goes. For a lot of people. I know it sucks for people in the UK. Those legendary boots are debatable. Yeah, I've been putting the time in. Oh, it's 4 a.m. at Cookie's house. Youch. $4 a.m. in Germany. So it's what, 2 a.m. or... Well, it's 8 hours for the UK, right? So, yeah, it's 4 a.m. in the UK. It's crappy timing there. Let's see. Anything special coming? Let's just let it roll here. Now I'm going to see if I stay away from that top lane. I think it might kill the cyborgs before it gets its shot off. I mean, this is an easy map, so I mean, I may be overthinking it. Maybe I should just chillax up here and let it run and see how it goes. That's a novel concept, too. Coverage is definitely good. That cyborg looks... Nope, he got wrecked. Where's Gribbs coming? He's coming from the mid. Give old Gribbs a headache here. Poor little Gribbs didn't deserve that. Yeah, the both consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox, they gotta do something about the tooltips. Yeah, I was at floor 20. What? That was a day or two ago. Hopefully there's supposed to be a patch next week, so hopefully that rolls out on the console patch, because that, I mean, it's all about the mutators, and if you can't read it, then, I mean, it's kind of a deal breaker, you know? Let's see. Yeah, cannonballs and ramsters are awesome. No doubt about it. They're great by themselves, and they're just a mean combination. I used cannonballs as well in Chaos 2 and Chaos 5 when I was progressing through. I used, what, cannons, PDTs, and flamethrowers pretty heavily through both of those tiers. And Ramsters as well. Alright, Geode Prime's coming from the mid. And a Slakelion over on the other side. Actually, the other side's just getting wrecked, so I'm not even going to sweat it. Hero health. Tempted to take it for the hero health. We're getting lots of weapons dropping. I want some relics, damn it. Here's a little upgrade. Just a small one, but still an upgrade. It actually seems... Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. I'll deal with it. It's not huge, though, so I'll deal with it. Just been grinding it out, Gavin. I haven't redone, other than when I've screwed up, I haven't redone any floors. So, like, I haven't done a floor over again to try to get loot. So, I mean, I'm past the point, I'm sure, of where I should be based off of the loot I have. If I would have repeated a few floors, it would have helped out substantially. But I've just been going floor to floor to floor to floor, and like I said, other than screw-ups, and there's been plenty of those, but other than screw-ups, I haven't gone back and redone any. Slakelion gonna get handled? Well, I'll give him a little help. Looking good. No, I haven't had the greatest luck on gear, Gavin. But I've just, you know, I haven't you know, now I've been going with the Dryad too, which is definitely a really, really strong Onslaught hero, particularly in the lower floors. I mean, you can go with the Dryad probably, like, Dryad only with one other thing for air. Actually, you don't even need to use another thing for air. You could probably go Dryads only all the way to, I don't know, I bet floor 60. I mean, it's going to make life a little easier if you do add in a little air. Little anti-air, that is. I'm using 3 of them ranked. I got one for... Now, I mean, what I could do is use 4 Dryads and use one for the Nimbus and have the Nimbus handle my air. That actually might be fun. I might do that later on. Add the Nimbus into the mix just for fun. But yeah, I'm using 3. I got one for DPS and walls, one for bees, and one for slimes. Alright. Map 2, here we come. The Nimbus is so expensive, but it's really cool. It's got a... Just, you know, the second you add in pissed off clouds floating around raining on people, I mean, that's just good stuff. It's got what? Terraria and Ghostbusters all in one. Now let's see if I can make this particular run so it's not so hard on me. That last one, I think I made it hard on myself. Get some stars, let my cooldowns come back up. Spike blockades with Flamar as Skyguard and EV2 Weapon Man. So that's good combo. See, we got Enrage. We got more throwers over here. That's irritating. We got Brittle there. Phased, Wall Leech. And there's the one, the unique source of damage. So before I even get started, let me start off with some Poison Dart Towers. Or actually, I've already got them in deck. Let me check the loot real quick. Did I get anything better? 18,590. No. I did get better weapons, that's right. I think I'm just going to take the one that's better that doesn't have the hero health on it, which I need more hero health. The Mystic Walls are my favorite wall. No doubt about it. Love them Mystic Walls, that's good stuff. Let me check for my superstitious side. Since I'm doing the gear gating and... Yeah, it looks like my superstitious side has been covered. I'm not convinced it's 100% by floor. Oop, screenshot. Oops. Apparently one of my G keys on the Logitech keyboard is screenshots as well. Let's see. Let's get a Poison Dart Tower here, and then maybe... Oh, barely made the jump. Maybe a Poison Dart Tower will help ease some of the tension on this lane as well. Actually, I could just save the DU and just go Poison Dart Towers all the way around for air as well on this one. Yeah, there's no reason not to use Poison Dart Towers, so let's just do it up. Now let me see, I'm going to put the tree over to the side slightly again. Try to get them so they're not throwing directly at that sub-objective. I don't really need the 2 trees there as one of those lanes are phased, but I'm going to put it anyway. Just because that's what I do. Alright, let's see. 2 slimes. 3 bees. Do the same thing over here. put these bees off to the side a little bit. They'll give me a little help with the flyers too. And then that leaves me 180 for the middle, which is why it's two slimes, 3 bees. Well, and there will be a little bit left over. Actually, I got 110 left over. Maybe I can go 3 slimes. Actually, I could go 4. I could put another slime. You know what? I'm going to throw another slime over here. And then that gives me 1 more bee. I'll put another bee right in the mid. Go like that. And then 100 left over. I think that will go on the poison dart towers. And should be good to go. Let's see how it runs. Yeah, Chili, the gear gating is well known. I mean, they discussed that on the very first day. I talk to Elandrian all the time too, but that's nothing new or unknown. Everybody knows about that. You can't join higher floors. But there's just something funny with the loot system. I mean, like I said, I've had 11,000 or 12,000 max stat relics and 17 max stat relics drop off of the same boss right next to each other. So it's just, there's something funny. Well, I mean, I'm sitting here talking to chat the whole time, Sheila, so yeah. I miss comments, but I do the best I can. I definitely miss chat all the time, but I try. Well, it's still got the item power thing there, Rex. So if you're the hidden item power, if your item power is, you know, your item power is lower, you're screwed, essentially. I like to try to fight in the middle on this one. So let me upgrade all these outside stuff. But yeah, Mutt said he was getting crap gear in Trials. I haven't tried it yet. Right now I'm using whatever I can there, Rengar. So I'm using Mark or Medallion, whatever my best piece is. So, I mean, ideally I would use medallions if I had the perfect stuff, but I gotta use just what I have. You know, use the best stuff in your... Yeah, what Nate said there. Use the best thing you have, you know. We're all victims to RNG. What we get is what we get. Need those bees to get in there and work on those hex throwers a little quicker. Maybe I'll upgrade those bees way up. The poison will, the explosion from the poison will pass in as well to hit those hex throwers that are right inside the spawn. Yeah, just watch. My tips at this point would be to don't try to use the same build in every lane. I know I'm doing it right here, but overall, if you look at all the heroes, it's not a smart idea. And just watch your lane modifiers. Yeah, Chili, I talked to Elandrian. I know what you're talking about. It's all common knowledge. I'm actually on the trendy testing team. So, I mean, I talk to Elandrian 4 or 5 times a week. I know. I mean, everybody knows. It's posted on the forums. You know, it's nothing new and exciting. I'm not trying to be rude, but you keep bringing it up. And I keep telling you, I know. So, I don't mean to be mean, but what else can I do? You keep bringing it up. only use Dryad defenses. If you use the Dryad in Corrupt form, Sheila, it's going to add your Dryad defenses just intensely huge. It's going to add to them big time. I love the monk too. I can tell you that like Gobu and Cookie that are real high level, they're not afraid to use ours. And they're the top. How do I deal with frozen mobs? Sorry, Veros. Don't mean to ignore you, man. I personally, I'm not getting the frozen mobs yet on this playthrough. Before, I was using the Mystic and getting them to freeze each other and then switching over to the Monk and pole smashing them. But a lot of people are saying that's causing their game to crash. So I can't really suggest that if that's making people's game crash, but that is what I did. The frozen, when you get a large pack and they all freeze each other out, it is just a tremendous amount of drain on your system, you know. But the overall, the best thing to do is just to use towers on that lane. And then, you know, if you got the auras and traps and everything going, it's going to be a little tougher because those are going to get froze up really, really quick, you know. The Adept's really good for CC, but you have to enjoy that playstyle. I don't use her much for that reason. I just don't. I mean, I liked ranged heroes, but if I'm on a ranged hero, I want to do the big pew pew. You know? Yeah, you get them for completing the floor erect. So, like, if it's a 3-map floor, you'll get 75 at the end, but you don't get any if you don't complete it. I would rather see it per map, personally, but not up to me, you know? It's all about your placement there, Veros. The Ramster won't get frozen if you put it out at maximum range. I was using the Ramster with double range quite a bit when I was doing like in the 60s. That's got to be a bug then, Wrecked. I've been getting them. This is floor 2 of 2, so you'll... Like, when I complete this map, I should get 50 Defender medals. I mean, whether I do it or not, we will see. But I should get 50. Now let's see if I can actually complete it without choking. I feel like I'm spending too much energy on those Hex Throwers over there. If they're dying, I shouldn't worry about them. And they are dying. And the wall's not dying, so I should focus on these cyborgs in this double lane a little more. Yeah, I've gotten quite a few of them, Ringar. I didn't count the amount I've gotten, but I've gotten probably more than 10 from Onslaught. I'm sure I've gotten more than 10. Grib's gonna get wrecked. Oh, Grib's got owned. That loot's on the ground over there. Man, I gotta get my hero health up. I'm just getting stomped by everything. At this point, I should, ideally on a Dryad, you should have 150, 160,000 health. I'm half tempted to use that just for the hero health. I'm so low. Or get a weapon with some hero health, maybe. Oh, no hero health. No defense power on that one. Makes that almost... I mean, I could put it on the slimes, I think, but I think that's the only place I'd feel even remotely comfortable about putting them. Yeah, lots of people are using the Gunwitch, Sheila. The Gunwitch is a beast. No doubt about that. Ooh, look at this lane. Holy crap. Good thing I just so happened to be standing here. That was like cyborg hell rolling out of there. Get myself some more juice real quick. Man, there's a lot of cyborgs. My 3 least favorite? That's pretty hard to say there. I can tell you my 3 least played, probably. The 3 least played for me would probably be the Gunwitch, the Initiate. I can't even say Gunwitch. It would be the Initiate, the Adept, and... probably the Lavamancer. It's tough to say. That would be the 3 I play the least. There's some loots. It's alright, let's see. I should get 50 Defender medals here. Getting an upgrade for a piece that that's just a really small upgrade. That totem may work out better somewhere. Let's check out this weapon. I think I'm going to switch to that weapon right there. Even though it's a downgrade slightly. It's got hero health on it, and I desperately need some hero health. However, I am losing ability power to use that, which is not very smart with my current setup. Initiate, Adept, and Squire for you. The Squire's really good. I mean, the walls are incredible. A lot of people really enjoy playing the Squire actively as well. Alright, let's see. Yep, see, there we go, racked 50 Defender medals. So I got 25 for each of the floors. Retribution Squire, yeah. I think either a Retribution Squire or, I mean, I like going ability power hero crit on the Squire too and using the fiery shield, and I think that Fight Me Not is just a necessary shard playing the Squire any way you do it. Alright, let's see what we get. We got Phased and Proximity. No Cyborgs. Long Shot, Lethargic. No Cyborgs there either. Got Cyborgs there with Wall Leech. Geode, some more Cyborgs. Actually, double Cyborgs over here. I think I'll use a Poison Dart Tower on this lane. Just to help out with the... One of my 3 most played heroes would be the Monk, the EV, and the Mystic. Definitely. I play those quite often. Let's see. Okay, we got the Cyborgs, so let's get our Slimes out at max range here. Let's go like that with the Slimes. Now I'm going to have to see. Hopefully the Slimes are going to go down to where those Cyborgs are at. That should work out. This lane I could put him a little closer. Enemy spawn types always stay the same. Nah, I've seen them change. I think they're supposed to stay the same, and the mutators could potentially change. I'm not 100% positive on that. Oh, my medals didn't go up. Yeah, it looks like they went up. I got 86 now. Well, maybe they didn't. That's a good call right there. You know, I've been getting medals, though, and all I've been doing is Onslaught. I'm going to have to watch that now, though. This is floor 51 now. Yeah, I'm not sure on that, Rex. I'll have to keep an eye on that and see. Throwers and more throwers. I'm just going to go with one slime on these and go with more bees and have the bees split the lane a little. Let's see. Go with 7 bees there for those 2 lanes. So it's 1 extra bee. The Mystic's auto-aim is really good. It doesn't give you super high DPS numbers, but your damage done numbers are through the roof. I mean, we don't have access to see those numbers, but you can just see it ticking off. I mean, just damage just ripping off everywhere. Yeah, the defenses still get buffed, Jabal. Even a different, like if you're playing with somebody else that likes to play the Dryad actively. Let's do the same thing here. I'm going to go with 1 slime. This one you can't split the lanes quite as effectively. I do like the DPS down here, though. What does that leave me? 170. I think I'll just go all bees with what's left. That's going to leave my DU a little funky. 50 more. Did I have another one where poison dart towers would work out good? I mean, I could throw a PDT in over on that side and just really make it so I can ignore that side, but it does have geodes as well. Seems like a PDT could be beneficial on that lower lane here. Crap, I didn't check any of my loot to see if I had any upgrades. 18,592. 18,489. That's a little bit better, but it's not huge. I did say I was going to take that for the hero health, though. So let's do that. Get my hero health up a little more. Oops, I don't need the shards, dang it. Why am I opening shard packs? 17.9. I think that's pretty good. The Abyss Lord's really strong crowd control character as well. I mean, the Abyss Lord, the Mystic, and the Adept are without a doubt the 3 strongest crowd control heroes. Man, this one has just got a lot of mobs. 585 already. Let's see how it holds up here. Some big horde waves here, just lots and lots of little small mobs, I'm assuming. This is definitely my favorite game at the moment, Sean. It's not my favorite game of all time, I don't think. But it's pretty close. as far as hours played in one game, I've never met as many hours I played in World of Warcraft. The EV2 is usually one of my go-to heroes. Looks like this lane is going to need some upgrades. It's getting pushed really hard. Actually, the whole side is. I mean, I'm not going to be able to kill that one inside the spawn. There we go. Get on out here, would you? Thank you very much. I might need to move these bees a little closer. Actually, they're covering inside of it. Yeah, reflect beams and proton beams are very, very, very good. I mean, the reflect beam is kind of the answer to all these thrower lanes, which I haven't been taking advantage of. And then frosty beams are just the stuff. I mean, it's one of the strongest things in the game. You can do exclamation playlists in chat. And this is the Starfall Dryad I'm using right here. That Starfall Dryad that's on that playlist. Or it's exclamation spotlights. I think I may have told you the wrong thing. Let's get some upgrades on these lanes that were a little bit weaker. Let's double upgrade that one. People spam the crap out of weapon manufacturers, Sean. Weapon mans are like the go-to Chaos 7 farming build. So all the high-end players use weapon mans like crazy. Those are one of the most used defenses in the game. Or they have been prior to Onslaught coming anyway. If you looked overall at what defenses use the most. Weapon mans are great in mastery too. Any of those lanes where you're, or those masteries where you're not allowed to upgrade. If you don't have cyborgs on that lane, the weapon mans are really strong. Even if you have cyborgs on that lane, if you play some good and use range, they're still really good. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Not So Good Spy. Looks like that lower right lane might be handling itself now. Yeah, double range weapon mans will wreck it up. Single range weapon mans do really good on a lot of the maps. This lane is the only one I'm really worried about. It's always cyborgs on this lane too. It's like if there's no cyborgs on this lane becomes way easier. Yeah, got a little bow action for the Huntress. That's actually a pretty dang good bow. What do we got in there? Well, there's a small upgrade too. I'll go ahead and equip that right now, I think. What 3 characters? Well, I mean, prior to Onslaught coming out, the 3 characters I used the most of their defenses were the EV, the Monk, and the Mystic, no doubt. Alright, Sheila, take it easy. Thanks for swinging by. Let's go ahead and get that equipped right there. Just a small upgrade, but once again, giving me a little bit more hero health, and I'll take it. I'll take all the hero health I can get. Throw a little more love into this side now. A little bit more love. Need 200 left and double up that bad boy. I think I'll keep the 71 for repairs. Yeah, this lane is still, the cyborgs are just getting up here. they're getting within range where they could start disabling stuff. I mean, if I just beast mode out all the other lanes, I can just stand here and kill them, so that's no problem. I got my little Star Wars sword earlier, and it got, I was hoping to use it, you know, being Star Wars month and all that. But it got upgraded really, really quick. I only used it for a couple of maps. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. I mean, I could have went a few floors higher, but absolutely. I mean, it's the new system, you know? I got a head start on the new system. Just die already, Tuskar. Yeah, there's another pretty much straight up upgrade. I'm just gonna go ahead and equip that too. I hate doing all that mid map. No hero health on it, but I didn't have hero health on the last one, so I don't mind swapping them. Back up to 172,000. That's a big difference from that 98 or whatever it was I was rolling around with. Yeah, you got to get to 250 Ascension and floor 65. Give me that stars. Let's see, get topped up a little here. There we go. I live in the U.S. there, Henry. Live in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. There's a whole lot of tutorials on my channel there, Trent, that'll help you out. If you go to that guides and tutorials playlist on my channel, there's a video there. It says 5 things every new or returning player should know about DD2. That's definitely a good video that'll help you out, and it's not extremely long, so you won't have to sit there and watch it all day. I mean, that'll give you a good overview of the basics. Everything that's in one of the playlists that are right off of my YouTube channel are still current. So, like, if you go to my channel and you see the playlists that are listed below, every one of those is still valid. Now, I do have old videos, of course, because I've been making DD2 videos for, what, 3+ years now. So there is a lot of older videos. Thank you very much there, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. But anything that's in those, like in the Spotlights playlist or in the Tutorials and Guides playlist, every one of those are still current. I mean, they're not all brand new videos, but they all still apply. Where's Slick Kelly? He was right here, that's right. I hate using all my juice. Well, it depends on what you're looking for. For consistent damage, like the Squire's really good, the Mystic is really good. The any of the hero damage builds are really good for consistent DPS. But for big burst damage, most of those are tied to ability power builds. So it depends on what you want. Like, normally the way I build is I set my defenses up to burn the packs, and then I'll help out with the bosses. So I use a lot of ability power builds. I don't want to use Drago. I want to save Drago for the Siege Roller, but... Right, there we go. Drago makes such a big difference on the Siege Rollers. Yeah, the Gunwitch is good. You know, it's back to that burst, too, you know. I mean, you can actually do decent if you spec her right to keep all of her little witchy juice regenerating, and you just spam Ice Needle, you can hit pretty high, deep... I mean, not high, but you can get really good, consistent DPS numbers out of that. The Mystic is 100% better with hero damage, or concrete. It's like the one hero that's just straight up better, you know? You can buy Drago from the treasure pirate in town, Trent, for 7,500 defender medals. Alright, got the Schnazzy map. Let's take a peek through the gear real quick. 18,327. Oh, hoo, hoo. Would you look at that bad boy? There's a world tree upgrade. I should start getting... I should start seeing the potential of getting a max chaos 7-piece soon. I should definitely be getting close to that. Let's see, what do we got there? 17,570. No defense crit on, or no defense power on that one though. I can use these as fillers on my main hero though. Let me check. Yeah, the PDTs are stout. I'll probably end up using a Skyguard on this map. I mean, I'm not going to switch to one set defense at any point once I get up to, like, probably 55. I'll use different defenses every single map. So it depends on what lanes you get. I mean, it's not like it's not like in the trials where you can just switch over and say, okay, I'm going to use weapon manufacturers all day today. You know, the whole point of me doing this, Trent, is to speed the process for myself. So I'm not going to slow it down by swapping out a bunch of different heroes, because I would have to do their relics and everything. Increase physical damage. So this is going to be straight up really good Hornet lane, it appears. So I'm not going to go... I'm tempted to go with a slime anyway. But I think I'm just going to go straight up bees. Spread them out a little bit. Let's go 5 bees over here. The main thing there, Fire Scout, is you just look at something. That one's kind of like a your call thing there, Concrete. They're both really, really good. Alright, we got a controlled burn lane. So that's gonna want a poison dart tower. For sure. Because I want to be able to get the different status effects. We got hex throwers too, so I want to kill the hex throwers quick. Let's go like that. And then I'll go 3 bees as well. It's hard not to want to double dip with the bees on this lane and like put them over here. In fact, maybe I will put them over here. Or put some over there. I gotta have some kind of wall coverage. Just not quite big enough. I could move the tree up further. But I've got hex throwers on that lane. I mean, like that is getting a little bit of lane double coverage. But not much. Let's go like that. I hear you there, Alex. I'm hoping a DD3 comes as well. Alright, we got phase mobs. Lethargic, there's long shot. Bullet sponge down there. Is there any other... How many more cyborg lanes do I have? No more cyborg lanes. Wow, that's like a gift. Might be able to go... Nah, I'm still going to use 2 trees. Let me get some... Monk it up here a little too. Get a Skyguard up in here. That should help. Alright, what do I got left? I got 540 left. And essentially 3 lanes to cover. 4 lanes total, but 3 of them or 2 of them merge. So let's see. Where do we want to go up here? We got Zerkers and Throwers. I think I'm just going to go right there for those. Let's go right about there. I could get some double dipping action on the bees here too, but I don't want the mobs to come this far down. That leaves me 200 left for this lane, which is actually pretty decent. So I can go 2 slimes and 4 bees right here. And then... Yeah, reflect beams make a big difference for hex throwers for sure. Alright, let's see how it holds here. Check this controlled burn lane too. It actually looks like, as far as the little guys go, it's melting those right at spawn. Let's see the bigger guy here. Yeah, it's wrecking it. I think it might be all about this area right here for defending. We'll have to see. They stack with different players, but not different heroes. Like if I put a PDT down, or say I had 2 different Huntresses and I had each one put a PDT down, they will not stack. Ooh, dude, throwing from up there, that ain't nice. But let's say I was playing with you and I put a PDT down and you put a PDT down, they will stack. So it's actually, it's a well-known form of mild cheddar that a lot of people use. Come on, assassin. There we go. Depends on the relic you're using there, Fire Scout, but I mean, for any defense, as you're leveling up, any defense at all, if you're using a medallion, power transfer, usually defense rate and deadly strikes is kind of considered the trifecta of shards before getting to Chaos 7. If you're using a mark, then you'd want to do defense crit, deadly strikes, and defense rate. And that would be kind of the trifecta for the mark. But there's also lots of other variables. Any defense you're planning on upgrading, whether you're using a mark or a medallion, power transfer is going to be really strong for you because it upgrades, it double stacks, so to speak, with upgrades. So it gets more value out of an upgrade than a regular one would. So, you know, as a general rule, that, you know, rate, range, and power transfer are the big three, without a doubt. This one's taking the increased physical damage, so I'm imagining these bees are just going to completely steamroll this lane. But I don't want to take it for granted either. The slimes, of course, are providing packing the big punch anytime that a big punch is necessary. Oh, well, crit damage is a factor with every defense, yeah. But, I mean, you get big crit damage out of a mark or a medallion if it's sharded properly. So it's, you know, crit damage is a factor, but don't go mark just because you see a higher crit damage value, because if you shard the medallion properly and it's a defense you plan on upgrading, you could potentially get substantially more crit damage out of a medallion than you do a mark. I haven't really had problems with this map with throwers up here. I think I've got the tree so far back. I think I'm going to move the tree, because I don't want to have to sit there and keep fighting hex throwers up top. Where's Thork? Man, I'm out of juice too. That's alright. The wave is nearing its end. Ah, he got it off. Dang it. He didn't get the bees though, he only got the slimes, so that's good, that's fine. Well, Fortnite I won't be playing until they add some content, which hasn't really happened since launch, to be honest with you. I guess they've had those 2 little events. They've had 2 events out of their 4 events, and 2 of the 4 events have been just kind of reskinned llamas. Now, they had that survival thing, which was cool, but it just took an absurd amount of time. And then they had that other event where you had the persistent base to build, which was cool too. Slowly but surely they're at 'em. One of the things that cripples me is, well, it doesn't cripple me, but it cripples the channel a little, as I don't play any of the big titles. You know, even like with Fortnite. Fortnite's got, you know, 1 million plus people playing Battle Royale, but they've got practically nobody playing the Save the World campaign side of it. So it makes it tough to even get too many people or newer people to the channel with those games. Once the Onslaught madness here settles down a little bit, I'll probably be I'll be adding a lot more for sure. Let me just move the tree all the way up to there. I hate having it that close. Actually, that's gonna... Well, we've got the javelin throwers, but I don't know where to put it. If I put it back any further, they're gonna keep throwing at it. I guess I'll just go with it. I should move the slimes and bees up, but I'm not gonna. Which is fine too. I don't mind managing this lane. There's quite a bit new to DD2 there, outboard. They added a mastery mode back a couple of months ago, and then they just brought Onslaught back this week. So if you haven't played in a while, do an exclamation patch in chat, and that'll get you to the most current patch notes. But I would read the last 2 or 3 news articles would get you 100% caught up to speed over, you know, the last several months. Yeah, I hear you, Fire Scout. How many Dryads do I have? I think I have 5. I've either got 4 or 5 total. Oh, I played Borderlands 2 quite a bit back when it came out. I love the Borderlands franchise. Borderlands 3 comes, I will without question be playing it on the channel. There's 2 games where we know they're coming, but it could be a long time. We just don't know when, and that I will without question be playing. And that's Borderlands 2 and Terraria Otherworld. There's no doubt in my mind I'm going to have massive amounts of content for both of those games on the channel. It's just a matter of them coming out. What's my favorite CC defenses? Proton beams. Without question, or is my favorite. Frosties with frosty power on them are really, really effective too. I've done Terraria already. I'll do the new Terraria, Terraria Otherworld. Uh-oh. What's going on the back end? I had a disaster strike. Oh, it's because they're not getting oiled or poisoned. Need more upgrades on this lane, apparently. Yeah, Mystic Sand is really, really good. I use, as far as like the 2 most commonly used CC defenses for me, it would definitely be the Mystic Sand Trap and the Proton Beams with Freeze. I use those like crazy. Just read the lane tags, Jeffrey, is the biggest tip I could give you. You're not going to have mutators right away on floor 1, but you're going to want to look at the mobs coming out. Like if it's a lane that's got all ranged mobs, then you want to make sure that your like javelin throwers aren't going to be throwing through your walls and hitting the core, stuff like that. You'd think this would be close to the point where it's going to handle itself now, but it seems like I've had some sort of issue every wave. There's no, you don't really have to, the original 4 are really, really effective in Chaos 2, Hunter. Cannonballs, poison dart towers, and flamethrowers are going to be kind of your bread and butter there. So you don't really have to worry about a new hero for Chaos 2 if you don't want to. Man, my mouse just, my USB controller keeps disconnecting. 2 Thorks, that's brutal. Got 1. Turn around, hit me. Ooh, crap, I'm not in corrupt form, is my problem. Get some more juice here real quick. They went upstairs. Or, no, maybe they didn't. Maybe I grabbed them, or I was at 0, so. Oh, it was mine. It's my USB controller. It keeps disconnecting. I don't understand why. And it's... I don't know. I don't even know why. I think I may end up trying to move my keyboard and mouse over to maybe an external USB port or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but something with the last several Windows updates has been resetting all of my drivers for my motherboard. So like I got to go back to the, after a Windows update hits, I got to go back to the motherboard company and download the drivers over again. How do you handle Cyborg and Yeti lanes? Towers. Cyborg and Yeti lanes are actually pretty easy to handle. It gets a little tougher with like if you have Yetis, Cyborgs, and Geodes. That's when it gets a little tougher. But the patch next week is supposed to remove that. It's supposed to be a combination that's not going to come in one lane. Yeah, I don't know. The last several Windows updates have been a bit of a headache, to be honest with you. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the old Windows 10. Yep, I'm using Windows 10. Never had these problems with Windows 7. Definitely not Incursions, Concrete Fish, because you don't get the drops. The best way would be just playing Trials. The best way to get more gold is just to progress. Because the higher tiers you play, the more the stuff that's dropping on the ground is going to sell for. And it's a substantial amount more gold per mat. You use them both there, Hunter. I mean, in an ideal setup on both of those defenses, you'd have a medallion with power transfer, defense crit damage, and range. And then rate instead of defense crit damage if you're prior to C7. A roller on the far side. Got Skarnash too, huh? Come on now. These slimes and whatnot gotta be getting on Skarnash here. Trying to bring Skarnash to the slimes is a little irritating. The slimes need to go to Skarnash. I can't see it. Oh, dang. That's a good price. Well, better get it booked before it goes up. The wife's going to Mexico to visit her mama here next month. You don't think it's going to go up? We'll look at it, see how much a ticket is to go in a week and a half or 10 days, and that'll give you a comparison of whether or not it's going to go up. Going to visit her mama. You're just in Chaos 1, Hunter, you don't worry about all that. You just use the best thing you have. If you got a good mark, then use the mark. If you got a good medallion, then use the medallion. Just, you know, when you're coming up through the system, you have to just use what you got. Use the best stuff in your bag. You use Mass Yetis. It's just like I said a minute ago. Mass Yetis and Cyborgs just means use towers. Don't spam a bunch of auras in the lane. You know, use Ramsters. You know, if you're getting Mass Yetis and Mass Cyborgs, then you're in full C7 gear. I'm assuming. So, you know, Ramsters with double range is really, really good. Poison Dart Towers is really good. I mean, just any ranged defenses. Take a look at the loots. It's not a bad piece, but it's not really not really an upgrade. 17,795. Do I have any of these to swap out? Not really yet. 18,327, or that was the 19. Let's throw that there just for superstition's sake. No? Well, that's good. Nobody's going down to Mexico from the U.S. right now because of all the little problems with all the drug lords and all that crap. They're all killing each other. So people aren't traveling to Mexico. So the airfare to Mexico from the U.S. right now is really, really low. So that's a good thing if you're about to travel there. Save a few bucks. This will be the last map, Trent. Then I'm going to take a little break and I'll be streaming later on over on Twitch. Twitch TV /juicebags. Let's see. What do we got up there? Lethargic. Yetis and frost mobs freeze your defenses. It's not actually a freeze. It gives you a freeze graphic, but it doesn't completely freeze your stuff. It just slows it way, way down. But it also allows mobs to have shatter combos on your stuff. So like if they freeze your walls, and then there's mobs hitting your walls, the mobs are all going to be doing shatter combos, which does massive... It can make your walls just instantly blow up. Hey, I'll give you a link here. That should be my Twitch channel there. Alright, where was I? Bees. Got to have the bees. No blitz. Come on now, kitty. Jumping all over me. No. Alright, let's see what we got here. Throwers. And we got a controlled burn lane. I think I will try to spawn camp it. No cyborgs. So let's put a tree there. I want to get the poison dart towers back out. Get a poison dart tower over here for a poison. Controlled burn, you know, they got to be drenched, oiled, frozen, poisoned, or stunned. So I'm going to oil them and poison them and hope that handles it. Hope that takes care of business. Alright, let's see. We got hex throwers, geodes. Go with my standard issue. No, I didn't. Yeah, the bees are still covering the wall, but they will probably derp out and not attack back there. I don't know what's up with that. That's a good link. Maybe you'll have to copy paste it. The last couple of days, YouTube has not been allowing people to link to Twitch, which I don't understand. I don't know if that's a YouTube Twitch thing or what the deal is. But that's a good link though. So maybe you'll have to copy paste it. But if you just search juice bags on Twitch, you'll find me. But there's been just something funny with the whole linking to Twitch from YouTube lately. I think YouTube might be pulling some shenanigans. It wouldn't surprise me anyway. Alright, we got flyers again. So back to the monk once more. Get old birdie back out here. And we got Pain R on this one. That one's not too tough to deal with, really. Oops. That allows wall coverage. It'll also allow... Oh, nothing's coming out of that lane. 110 left. I got flyer control in there. Let's see if I missed something else. I got that lane. Got both of those lanes. It appears like I just underspent. I've got another 110 left. I think maybe the thing to do is perhaps go with another slime here. Crap, I left the mana at the dang box. It's 8:30 my time now, and it's going to be at 11 o'clock, so 2.5 hours, and I'll be starting that one. I do that all the time on this map, and it's such a long way over to grab it. I'll leave mana laying next to the box there. It's because I jump off onto the top of the box. I'm just going to be doing the same thing, though. I'm just going to keep grinding it up with the Huntress. Or, pardon me, with the Dryad. The Huntress. Let's throw something else up here, maybe. Let's go with a slime right there. I could go one more slime and one more bee. And this lane, theoretically, could be the toughest lane to deal with. So let's just put them right there. And I think this will get me. I've got to do a couple things in between this stream ending and the Twitch stream starting. Or I would probably just keep streaming on this one. But, got to go to the store and whatnot. Did I get flyer control in? Yeah, I did. There we go. I don't see any leaks right yet. I'm sure there will be something here, but everything seems to be holding its own so far. I think these sky guards are going to want some upgrades, though. Just seems like it's not doing any damage there. It's critting for 1 million. I must have a mark on it. Thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it. Alright, let's get those sky guards upgraded. Looks like I don't have a new lane yet. Next wave, probably. Just go ahead and slap 2 upgrades there. And I'm going to do the same thing over here, too. 2 ups there. And I don't feel like coming to this lane. Let's see here. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'll be on Twitch at 11 p.m. Concrete Pacific time. So it's in, what, 2.5 hours from right now. Oh yeah, 4 a.m. That's bedtime for me, Nate. That's usually around when I start nodding off. Alright, looks okay. Let me get a poison out there. Get an upgrade on this. So let's just go ahead and go another one. Now, it's definitely advisable for these controlled burn lanes to keep drench on your weapon as well. Like, I'm using the new Hyper Shard, which has a chance of drenching. But drenched enemies also meet the condition. So if they get past where your defenses are going to attack and you go at drenched, you can go pound on them and it will, it will make them so they lose their invulnerability. I'm using a medallion with mass destruction, explosive poison, and deadly strikes. Mainly, the only reason I'm using it is for that controlled burn lane. So, I mean, PDTs, there's a dozen different ways you can set them up. Ah, man, I'm going to get wrecked here, aren't I? All this stuff is all disabled. There it goes. Good timing. Come kill the assassin, please. Thank you very much. Or not. See if they get it this time. Come on, slimes, get to work. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, destruction affects the poison damage. New enemies coming. Over that way. Where is they? They're over here, huh? Yep. Alright, so what do we got? Geodes, Hex Throwers, and Berserkers. And Vanguards. Got the full spread. Let's just do the good old faithful build. 2 slimes, 3 bees. And then I'm going to just go ahead and directly upgrade all this stuff too. Make sure it's handling business. Come on, Blitz. He did it again. I guess he didn't get the point the first time. I'm sorry, kitty. I know you like being on the internet. Ooh, he sneezed on me. Don't sneeze on me. Blitz wants to live stream. It's the cat's way of telling me I suck. Oh yeah. Let's see, let's go one more. Oh, I'm too shy of putting another up there. I'll just throw it right there. Twitch Prime. It takes the ads out. It gives you... What, it gives you custom or some special emotes. There's Twitch Prime stuff all the time, like, you know, loot crates for Overwatch, or, you know, there's various things all the time, really. Alright, Nate, take it easy, man. Have a good one. Thanks for swinging by. That lane appears to be holding up. Scarnash is coming. Let's see how Scarnash fares over here. See if these slimes like them better. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, these bees and slimes seem to be going after the assassins. Yeah, at some point I'll start doing that again. Austin, I gotta set my green screen back up. I've been saying it for months. And it's just a matter of, I gotta get my green screen back out, resize it, and get it dialed back in again. And the laziness has kept me from doing it. Alright, new enemies. I didn't see where it popped. Be easy enough to find, though. What up, Blitz? Come on, dude. Leave me alone. Oh, he wants to be fed. That's why he's wigging out. Let's see. Basically, you look for the flashing lane. Dang, kitty. Oh, he's going ham. I've never played Town of Salem now. Where the heck is the flashy lanes? Is it down in the mid here, probably? No. It's one of these that are off to the side that I didn't see. God dang it, I know there's a lane opening. Already got both of those covered, right? Yep. What the heck? It's one of these lanes that are down below, and I'm just not finding it. It could be a flyer lane somewhere, and maybe that's what's throwing me off. That lane was already open. I've got a Skyguard on it. This one was already open. What the heck? There's nothing coming out of this one. This one's always a little hidden. God, I just do not see it. I'm looking on the mini-map too. I don't see any spawns. Good lord, this is disastrous. I've run around the whole map. What am I missing? Let me see. Is this it? There it is right there. Alright, there, the derp is finally done. Cheap Blast Monk, just stack ability power and hero crit. There's only one shard for it. So haven't done a spotlight on it, but that one's, it doesn't require a whole lot of special stuff. But just stack ability power, hero crit. There's one glove, or you should use the hero crit chance shard in your gloves, and then the shard that increases the cheap blast, the damage from it as well. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Gore. I appreciate it. Only 246 left. It should get me. I can't really, I mean, I know it's kind of blah watching me run in circles, but I can't stress enough how important it is to really take your time on this map. As big as it is, it's so easy to overlook stuff when you're rushing. I've done it just a bazillion times. Well, everything except the Gunwitch has really good, good towers. The Gunwitch, of course, doesn't have any. What would I do? Well, I would probably, right now we've been talking about moving. I would move and get a better internet set up where I can stream at higher quality and have a better studio set up. But besides that, I'd probably pass out. I don't know. That's like the equivalent of winning the lottery for a guy like me, you know? Where's that Plaguing Hawk at? He's actually over here where I just came from. There's one down. Who else we got? Let's see here. Alright, we'll definitely get a new lane for wave 5, yep. And that one I'm actually going to watch the dang exclamation point so I don't have to keep running around the map. I know exactly where you are. Alright, let's see. Cyborgs. So, let's just do them like right about there. Bring the bees back a little. Like maybe like that. That's also gonna, the bees are also gonna help those flyers So that flyer lane will be a non-issue. I don't know about 20 years. I would hope that by 20 years there'd be newer versions of these games. Hell, in 20 years we should be up to a DD5 by then, you know? Ideally. What, Blitz? What do you want? What? Cat wants something and he wants it now. Come on, Blitz, leave me alone. It's wave 5, for God's sakes. Blitz doesn't care that it's wave 5, I assure you. Yeah, bees attack all kinds of air, but bees also are really derpy. And the AI is not 100% perfect. So they can tackle all kinds of air, but sometimes they don't. Come on, kitty, what's up? What's the deal? What's all the crying about, huh? Alright, you can sit there, but you're gonna have to shut up. Come on, Blitz. Alright, Griffin, take it easy. Thanks for swinging by. Come on, Blitz, leave me alone. God, man. Attack of the Killer Cat. We got Quibs up here. Oh, now he's gonna cry. He's all sad because I shoot him away. Malthus would definitely be the most annoying in my opinion, because sometimes it'll cause the skeletons will spawn at the further any of the mobs have advanced, and sometimes that's not in a very good spot. One more assassin. I think I'll just stay here for it. There we go. You get me some fat loots. I haven't gotten any defender packs today, have I? Nope. Not yet. Well, he's easy to kill. He's just irritating sometimes. I mean, he's squishy. It's easy to smash him, you know. No defender packs for me. Anyway, there's floor 51. So what I made it from floor 48 to 51 on stream here tonight. But anyway, that is going to do it for now, though. Like I said, I will be back over on Twitch at 11 p.m. Pacific time, which is, that's 2 hours and 15 minutes from right now. So Twitch TV /juicebags. You can swing on it over there and check me out on Twitch for the late night stream. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. I do appreciate it a ton. And I'll see you all next time. Take it easy.